As she played the good host for Donald Trump in Beijing, U.S. officials suspect Chinese entities may be exploring secret arms arrangements with one of Washington's biggest adversaries. Some Chinese firms may have discussed covertly moving weapons and missile systems to Iran via third countries to disguise the origin. After threatening the U.S. over Taiwan, is she now landing a second major blow on Trump during his China visit by quietly letting Chinese firms explore arms deals with Iran? Is Xi Jinping sending missile systems and military equipment to Mujtaba as Trump threatens to renew the war? Just as Donald Trump traveled to China for a high-stakes summit with Xi Jinping, U.S. media suggested that a quiet, behind-the-scenes deal involving possible Chinese arms support for Iran might be unfolding. U.S. officials, cited in news reports, said Chinese companies had reportedly discussed plans to send weapons to Iran using indirect routes, aiming to avoid direct links between Beijing and any final deliveries. According to these officials, the alleged plans included providing Iran with missile systems and other categories of military equipment that could enhance Tehran's strike capabilities. The prospective shipments were said to be structured so that the weapons would move through intermediaries in African countries, making it harder to trace the supplies back to Chinese entities. At the same time, U.S. officials stressed that they had not obtained firm proof that any of these potential transfers were actually carried out or reached Iranian territory. However, Washington's assessment was that such discussions by Chinese firms were unlikely to occur in a vacuum and probably took place with at least some degree of awareness from authorities in Beijing. These concerns emerged as Trump was expected to raise the issue directly with Xi during their talks, pressing China over any involvement in supplying weapons to Iran. Xi Jinping hosted Trump for bilateral discussions on May 14 at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing, where the two leaders addressed a wide range of security and economic disputes. During the summit, tensions spiked when she issued an unusually blunt warning, suggesting that mishandling the Taiwan question by Washington could risk confrontation or even conflict between China and the United States. Despite the underlying frictions, Trump and Xi toured Beijing's historic Temple of Heaven together before attending a formal state dinner.
Today, I had an in-depth exchange of views with President Trump on Sino-U.S. relations and the international and regional situation. The relationship between China and the U.S. is the most important bilateral relationship in the world today. It can only be done well. It cannot be done wrong. If the two countries are together, they will benefit both. If they fight, they will hurt each other. They should be partners, not rivals. We agreed to establish a constructive, strategic, and stable relationship between China and the U.S., promote the stability, health, and sustainable development of Sino-U.S. relations, and bring more peace, prosperity, and progress to the world. Sino-U.S. relations in international and regional situations are deepening. The people of both China and America are great people. Realize the great recovery of the Chinese nation and make America great again. It is entirely possible to go hand in hand, achieve mutual achievements, and benefit the world. Under the new situation, I am adapting to President Trump and looking at the development of Sino-U.S. relations. Whether we can achieve mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and win-win cooperation is a key to the steady development of Sino-U.S. relations. In today's world, debates are intertwined. Sino-U.S. relations carry the welfare of more than 1.7 billion people in both countries. It concerns the interests of more than 8 billion people in the world. We should jointly shoulder this historic responsibility, push forward the giant ship of Sino-U.S. relations, and move forward smoothly along the right path. Since then, there have been many differences between China and the U.S. Cheers indeed.
We had extremely positive and productive conversations and meetings today with the Chinese delegation earlier, and this evening is another cherished opportunity to discuss among friends some of the things that we discussed today, all good for the United States and for China, and it was a great honor to be with you. Please. As allies in World War II, President Franklin Roosevelt's mentions of the brave people of China, that's what they were, drew loud cheers in his speeches in the United States, and everybody loved what he had to say, just as many Chinese now love basketball and blue jeans. Chinese restaurants in America today outnumber the 5 largest fast food chains in the United States, all combined. That's a pretty big statement. This bond of commerce and respect that stretches back 250 years is the foundation for a future that benefits both of our nations. The American and Chinese people share much in common. We value hard work, we value courage and achievement, we love our families, and we love our countries. Together we have the chance to draw on these values to create a future of greater prosperity, cooperation, and happiness, and peace for our children. We love our children, this region, and the world. It's a special world with the two of us united and together. Thank you again, President Xi, for this beautiful welcome. And tonight it is my honor to extend an invitation to you and Madam Peng to visit us at the White House this September 24th. And we look forward to it. And I'd now like to raise a glass and propose a toast to the rich and enduring ties between the American and Chinese people. It's a very special relationship, and I want to thank you again. This has been an amazing period of time. Thank you, President Xi.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.